Hello, this is Niky Tamayo for Top Gear Philippines, and we're here with the all-new 2021/2022 Nissan Almera Turbo. Now, it's just the turbo, it's not the N Sport, so don't get too excited, but still get excited. So the question here is this the perfect Almera? Let's find out. This is a fantastic looking car, and it drives pretty well too. I mean, the only mechanical difference is the N Sport has bigger wheels with lower profile tires. This drives almost exactly the same as the N Sport. Now, from the outside, it's got that same sort of sharp, futuristic look you expect of a modern subcompact. It's got nice array of sharp lines and creases in the back, along with the floating roof that kind of help hide the sort of fat rear haunches that you get on these new subcompact sedans. I mean, you can't help it. These sedans are all narrow and they're all tall, so they're gonna look kind of chubby around the hips. But Nissan does pretty well in hiding that. Now up front, it's got the V-Motion grille. It's got great looking headlights. It's a very nice shape. It's just sort of a shame that this mid-range model comes on sort of small wheels with big balloony tires because it doesn't suit the sporting aesthetic as much as the wheels on the N Sport. They're not, sporty, but just right. On the inside, it's fantastic. I mean, you don't get a sporty looking interior here, and I don't mind that because instead you get this creamy leatherette and this sort of subdued carbon fiber finish, just like on the N Sport. But the creamy leatherette gives it that sort of same feel as the old Exalta, something that dates luxury. It's understated luxury without being over the top, without being garish like some of the louder colored leatherettes kind of do nowadays. This wheel is nice to hold. These seats, these bucket seats, are nice and comfortable. They conform to you. They hold you in pretty well during spirited maneuvers. The rear seats, there is a lot of legroom. You can still cross your legs, even though the new front seats are thicker than the old ones. And it's a bit narrow compared to the bigger cars in the class. I won't lie. I mean, compared to something like a Honda City, you'll be squeezed in more if you sit three across. But that said, it's not bad if you're sitting two across. And the center armrest is better than the one in the City, which just sort of flops down. This one holds height at elbow level so that you've got pretty good support when you've got your elbows out. The trunk is also usefully large. It is not the largest in the class, but it is still big enough for 1 to 2 or 1 and 1/2 dead bodies. What isn't big though is the fuel tank, which is a shame. This thing is a fuel miser. It's a great car to drive long distances because that 1 liter engine, because it's only 3 cylinders, it's got one less cylinder, that's one less cylinder sort of friction and weight on the inside. So it's freer, it revs freer than most 4 cylinder engines, and that turbocharger added to it, it pumps up the power so it's as powerful as a 1.5, even though it's only a 1 liter. In fact, this is faster than most 1.5s. It gets to 100 kph in about 11.3 seconds, which is a tick faster maybe than the Honda City or the Mazda 2, and about 2 seconds faster than the Toyota Vios, which is about average for the class. And that's because it's got a lot of torque, a lot of turbocharged torque, and it's got that nice CVT. It's a shame, given that great fuel economy, that this thing has a tiny fuel tank. It's like 35 liters. 35 liters of fuel is enough if you're driving a Mitsubishi Mirage or a Suzuki Celerio. That's perfectly fine. They're small city cars. They won't go very far. This is the kind of car you could drive to Baguio because it's economical, it'll fit the whole family, and it's just great to drive. It's fast and it's comfortable. But you can't get very far on a 35-liter tank. Well, you can get pretty far. 35 liters times 27 kilometers a liter on the highway is... I think you could get the Baguio on that. Pretty sure. Yeah. Aside from the small fuel tank, other gripes, there's no Android Auto, and that's kind of a bummer. Sound insulation, it's pretty good for a small car, but you can still hear the cars whizzing by in the background as I talk. It's a shame because of that you can't enjoy the great stereo as much. I mean, this thing has pretty good sound output from its six speaker system. You can turn up the bass enough so that you can have the rear view mirror shaking. Aside from that, I think this is the complete package because this has all of the safety systems from the N Sport. It's got front collision warning, it's got a little radar underneath that front badge, it's got blind spot warning on the mirrors, it's got rear cross traffic alert, it's got a 360-degree camera for when you're parking. You have all that safety tech at this price point. That's pretty good. So is this Nissan Almera mid-range CVT worth the money? I'd say yes. The Almera as a whole is fantastic value for money. This whole range. You've got a manual transmission turbocharged sedan starting at the same price as a Mitsubishi Mirage G4. I mean, who would have thunk it? If you're kind of afraid of this, there is a mid-range manual with all the luxuries you see here, and that will be fine for most people. As for me, I'm liking this car, and I'm not liking the traffic that I'm having to drive it in, but that's life. C'est la vie. And so before I get it stuck in worse traffic than I'm already in, this has been Niky Tamayo with the all-new 2021-2022 Nissan Almera for Top Gear Philippines, signing out.